The sizzle, the char, the evocative, simple flavors. These are some of the defining hallmarks of Greek cuisine. Today, I visit one of my favorite grill houses, where they serve up delicious Greek-style lamb chops and more. And in the kitchen, an arugula salad with grilled pears and halloumi cheese. Who doesn't like melting cheese? Ooh, that looks like barbecued chicken. Grilled chicken legs with a Greek-inspired barbecue sauce. This is ready for the heat. And grilled lamb burgers. Join me on my Greek table as I explore the wonderful world of the Greek grill. In Greece, they say one can learn to cook, but is born to grill. From the vendors who hawk grilled corn and chestnuts on city streets, to the charred, crunchy tentacles of grilled octopus, flaky whole grilled fish, and classic spit-roasted paschal lamb, there is much to savor when it comes to the Greek grill. Grilling is one of the world's oldest cooking techniques. It stands to reason that one of the planet's oldest culinary cultures has its fair share of specialties infused with the smoky primal flavors of the grill. In modern Greece, whole grilled lamb or goat is eaten on the mainland on Easter Sunday. Whole spit-roasted pork is a specialty of certain areas of the Peloponnese, and at least one region-specific type of grilling is found in the upright circular grills of Crete called antikristo. Grilling holds a special place in Greek cuisine, but it's not an activity most Greeks do at home. For the most part, people go out to specialty grill restaurants and tavernas. One of the best-known grill houses in the greater Athens area is to Trigono, the triangle. Chef owner Andreas Kochilas uses fire, flesh, salt, and oregano to form the foundation of some of the most succulent and delicious meals around. He's going to show me a few tricks of the trade and how to grill the perfect Greek-style lamb chops.
Το παϊδάκι θέλει μικρά αρνάκια.
Ναι.
Και θέλει παϊδάκι πολύ ψηλό, έτσι ώστε να ξεροψηθεί στο ψήσιμό του.
Πέστε μου λίγο για το μέγεθος, δηλαδή αυτό είναι γάλακτος.
Αυτό το αρνάκι είναι αρνάκι γάλακτος. Λέγεται γάλακτος γιατί έχει τραφεί μόνο με γάλα.
Δηλαδή μηνών είναι.
30 ημερών. 30-35 ημερών, δηλαδή μέσα στο μήνα. Ξεκινάμε. Μη φοβάσαι. Μόνο μπορεί να λερωθείτε λίγο.
Δεν πειράζει.
Να πεταχτεί.
So he's cutting them very thinly. He knows that his customers and Greeks in general like their lamb chops really well done and very crispy. That's why he cuts them so thin.
Για μένα, ναι, όλη η νοστιμιά είναι το κομμάτι αυτό εδώ πέρα που έχει το λιπάκι.
Α, ναι.
Τώρα θα στρώσουμε τα παϊδάκια στη σκάρα μας. Και να χωρέσουν και για να μην φύγουν στο γύρισμα.
Α, οκ. Το καρύκευμα σε όλα τα κρέατα είναι πάντα αλάτι και ρίγανη.
Είναι το αλάτι και η ρίγανη. Για μας. Δεν νομίζω να θέλει κάτι άλλο. Κάνουμε τον αλατισμό αναλόγως όσο θέλει ο καθένας. Εγώ το τρώω με πολύ αλάτι.
Και εμένα μου αρέσει με αλάτι.
Το γυρίζουμε.
Έβα και λίγο παραπάνω.
Έτσι.
Πιπέρι δεν βάζετε.
Όχι. Πιπέρι όχι.
Εντάξει, δεν. I can do this.
Έλατε.
Να το δοκιμάσω.
Μόνο μπορεί να μην καείτε.
Όχι.
Η διαδικασία είναι αυτή, τέλος.
Αυτό ήτανε.
Αυτό. Ανά 2-3 λεπτά θέλει κάποιο γύρισμα.
The grill grates rest about 4 to 6 inches above the coals. These lamb chops cook for about 15 minutes, and Andres will flip them every 2 or 3 until they're well done, crispy, and delicious. I'm making an arugula salad today with grilled pears and grilled halloumi cheese. I'm just cleaning some of my beautiful, delicate oregano, which is one of the ingredients in the dressing. I'm getting my dressing going first, and I want a little bit of fresh orange juice in that. A little bit of Greek balsamic vinegar. My Greek honey, Aegean honey, it's so thick. A couple of spoonfuls. I add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and salt to my dressing. I like to whisk in the olive oil last because that helps emulsify the dressing a little bit better. That's looking perfect. Just gonna sprinkle in my fresh oregano. And an ingredient I like to use because it's beautiful and it's very fragrant, crushed pink peppercorns. You can just crush them with your fingers. Looks really pretty. One of my favorite things to put on a grill or in a grill pan is actually fruit. It's a great way to bring out all those wonderful flavors, especially in fruit that's firm. I want to get the skin off. I oftentimes in the summer, when I have people over, I'll just grill up some fruit and serve it with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. And it's kind of a very easy instant dessert. So it works just as well in salads. You want to cut the pear in half lengthwise. You want to get out the seed bed. You do that with a sharp paring knife and just scoop that right out. There's a really nice sweetness in pears. Some of the other fruit that I like to add to salads on the grill, grape clusters are great, and especially when they start to burst. Peaches in the summertime when they're ripe. So these are all things that you can actually use interchangeably. A little bit of olive oil in my grill pan, and you want the grill pan to be hot. And you want to get the pears cut side down so that the pears cook up without getting too soft. You really just want those grill marks on there. That's the whole idea. You're not thoroughly cooking through the fruit. Oh, that is exactly what we want, a beautiful grilled pear. I'm gonna get it browning on the other side. I can get my cheese sliced, and I'll tell you a little bit about halloumi, one of the most popular cheeses in the Eastern Mediterranean. It comes from the island of Cyprus, and it's a semi-hard cheese. It's got this wonderful, almost squeaky texture to it. It's in the same family of cheeses as mozzarella, and it's actually a cheese that is usually eaten grilled. Beautiful. These are ready to come off. The grilling completely changes the nature of the pear. It's sweeter, it's a little bit caramelized, it's got this beautiful smokiness, and yet it's still firm and juicy. I'm putting my halloumi in the grill pan next. There's still plenty of olive oil in here. This really just takes a few seconds. Oh, that's gorgeous. The last thing I need to do is toast my Greek pistachios. These are literally gonna take just a minute or so. You always wanna toast your nuts in a dry skillet. Top my salad with that wonderful halloumi. I mean, who doesn't like melting cheese? My pistachios are pretty much done. And last but not least, my honey orange dressing. Now this is a beautiful salad. A little bit of that beautiful grilled pear, some arugula, and pistachios, and of course, that luscious grilled halloumi right on top. This is packed with flavor. There's obviously an underlying sweetness because of the honey, but that's also enhanced with the pears and the grilling of them that brought out all that beautiful fruitiness. And those pistachios, they just add what we call in Greek tsakpinia, a little spunkiness to the whole salad. The arugula is really peppery. The halloumi, it's that umami grilled cheese flavor that, I don't know about you, but I love. This salad is the perfect example of the wonderful variety of Greek food inspired by the grill.
Καλώς ορίσατε.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Να γευτείτε τις ωραίες γεύσεις μας.
Moment of truth. They smell great. That is so tender and succulent. That delicious, almost pepperiness from the oregano, the salt, and that lemon juice that cuts through the richness of the fat, but the fat's really tasty. This is so basic. It's so simple. I totally understand why people have loved grilled foods literally for thousands of years. It is really delicious. I'm making my barbecue sauce for my chicken, sauteing some onions, and just about to add a little garlic. Even though grilling is a really ancient Greek cooking technique, goes back to the time of Homer, in my family, it's a relatively new phenomenon. I grew up in a very traditional Greek home in Jackson Heights, Queens, and the barbecue was something that Americans did. It took my sister Connie, Kostia in Greek, to move to the suburbs in New Jersey, where she suddenly discovered the beauty of chicken and burgers and hot dogs on a grill in the backyard. This sauce is dedicated to her because I wanted to come up with a barbecue sauce using traditional Greek ingredients. I'm adding tomato puree, Santorini sun-dried tomato paste. It's really thick. A little Kalamata olive paste, very Greek. Icarian honey. This is pine honey. Steak sauce. A little Worcestershire, or as the Greeks say, Worcester sauce. Red wine vinegar. A bit of Greek balsamic. And a little bit of ouzo, with that really nice anise flavor. A little salt and pepper. I'm just gonna let this cook down for about 12 to 15 minutes until it's about as thick as ketchup. The sauce is ready. It's nice and thick. I can smell all those great flavors all melded together, that little whiff of anise. I just want to spoon some of this into a little bowl because I want to use it to dip my bread in later. I'm just going to season up my chicken a little bit. Some salt and pepper. I'm just going to brush this with my barbecue sauce, slather it. It's really good. This is where the chicken's going to get its flavor. I'm reserving the rest of the sauce for when the chicken comes out of the oven. This is a little bit of a cheat for anyone who doesn't have an outdoor grill. I'm gonna bake this in the oven at 375 for about 25 minutes, and then finish it off in a grill pan to get those lines and that beautiful crispy finish. Greeks eat everything with a little bread, including barbecue. So I'm just gonna heat up some beautiful pita folds, get some grill marks on them too. There's nothing like the smell of bread warming with a little olive oil. It's been about 25 minutes. The chicken's coming out of the oven. Smells like barbecue. I'm gonna baste the chicken one last time, and then I'm gonna get it into my hot grill pan, and that's really gonna give it that beautiful caramelized finish. I'm gonna finish them in the grill pan for about 5 minutes. Moment of truth here. Ooh, that looks like barbecued chicken. Looks great. Wow. I think my sister in New Jersey will approve of this. Time to taste my indoor barbecue. Wow. The barbecue sauce is surprising. It's got a little bit of everything in it. I can taste that anise. It's really sort of bright in my mouth. I can taste the wonderful sweet but also acidic quality of the tomato and the olive paste. And the olive oil gives it that, comfort level, that soothing thing that Greeks love, and it calls for bread. Just something really good to dip into the sauce. I should bottle that. What would you drink with Greek-inspired barbecued chicken? Greek beer, Aegean. Greeks love meats on the rotisserie, called a souvla. One beloved specialty is kokoretsi, an innard sausage savored both at Easter and year-round. Rotisserie grilled pork, chicken, and lamb are a few other succulent favorites. I'm making one of the world's most popular grilled meat dishes today, burgers. Not just any burgers, I'm making Greek burgers today with ground lamb. A little bit of fresh chopped oregano. I always like to add a little fresh mint. Mint is one of the most popular herbs in the Greek kitchen. It goes naturally well with lamb. It smells really pungent, really refreshing. Using fresh herbs is a really easy way to make something as simple as a burger really impressive. There's always a little garlic in my lamb burgers. 2 cloves go a long way. You want to chop this quite finely. You could use a garlic press for this too. Burgers are something that Greeks make pretty often. It's a really easy midweek meal. Kids love them. There are 2 names for them in the Greek kitchen. One is bifteki, and the other one, can you guess it? Burger. To make your burgers a little bit fluffier and also to hold them together while they're on a hot grill, you want to add an egg. Just lightly beaten. Right into the meat mixture. I always add a little bit of breadcrumb. It gives the final texture of the burgers a nice light fluffiness, about a heaping tablespoon to start with. A fair amount of salt. Don't be afraid to season your meat. Salt is your friend, especially when you're making burgers. A little pepper, and then I'm gonna give this a nice mix. I always use my hands to do this. If it's a little bit dry, I know to add some liquid. If it's a little bit wet, I know to add some breadcrumb. The one thing I always add, though, is a little bit of extra virgin Greek olive oil, because in a good burger, you need to have pretty high fat content, and why not add a little good fat to make that happen? I'm just gonna go wash my hands, Get these covered and put them in the fridge for about a half hour. That helps firm up the mixture a little bit so that it holds together beautifully on the grill. And then I'm gonna make my special feta stuffing for my Greek burgers. I want to get my feta mixture ready. It's not plain feta that's going in here. I like to make a little special mixture. Lemon, and this very traditional Greek ingredient, cayenne pepper. Goes great with feta. I just want to crumble this up and get it ready. Greeks love lemon, and it goes really great with a little bit of feta cheese. My cayenne, you can do this to taste. I like it hot. And you basically just want to mash this with your fork. If it seems a little bit dry, don't be afraid to reach for a little olive oil. I'm gonna set this aside, get my tomatoes ready because this is the garnish for my Greek biftekia. The only thing I add to the tomatoes is a little bit of salt. Brings out their lovely juices. I'm ready to shape my burgers. I have to get the mixture out of the fridge. Beefsteaky time. The first thing I'm gonna do is heat up my grill pan. It has to be nice and hot when those burgers go in there. You guessed it, a little bit of olive oil. And here is the fun part, making them rather compact. Make a little indentation right in the middle, gather up a little bit of your spicy feta filling, stuff that in there, close it up again, and kind of reshape it. This is ready for the heat. The burgers will take around 4 or 5 minutes aside. These are ready to flip. This smells like you want to eat it right now, which is exactly what I want to do. They're ready to come off. They're really juicy. Just want to get my bread cut open to make a nice deep pocket for the burgers. Oh, that looks great. You see all that great melting feta cheese in there, a little spice. Getting that stuffed with delicious tomatoes. This is primordial. It's so good. The meat is so juicy. That mint is like just screaming out at me. The feta cheese has just a little bite, and the whole thing works really well and is kind of tamed by the nice subtle flavor of the pita pocket. It's okay to be messy when you're eating a Greek beefsteaky. It's really good.